What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger, man. We got a Volted update today. We're going to talk about some Shinu updates as well as a hack that took place on one of our top 25 whales inside the Volt army. Now, I believe his name is Volted Dragon. He lost around 800,000 to $1 million bag at that $100 million market cap level. So, we're going to talk about some safety, security, things you should be doing as an investor to make sure your funds are protected. Let's get into this. So shout out to Vatoshi for sharing my last Shinu video, VoltEco breakdown, true disruptive tech. So if you want to learn about VoltEco, how you can use it, what will be done with it, you want to check out this video. We cover it full in depth. I mean, this is about a 20-minute video. So for those that really want to understand what's taking place, but also shout out to Pablo holding it down. Then we got the 420. Was it yesterday, today, tomorrow? Volted Dragon Sailor Club says we'll just vote it at Snoop Dogg. So, perfect time to represent this Shinu NFT of Snoop Dogg. Come on now, y'all know 420, Snoop Dogg, it all goes hand in hand. And also 420 has a big relevance in the crypto space. So Vatoshi says good morning. And then we get a new partnership with Wednesday Inu, becoming another project adopting our deflationary decentralized exchange by adding it to their website. One step at a time, one project at a time, the burns and the voltage are spreading. So think about that, y'all. VoltChain is giving me, Shibarium vibes almost. Think about how many people want to build on top of Shibarium, how many people want to, use that utility. That's how strong of a utility VoltChain is. Think about all the different projects that will list it, not even the ones that just have listed it, but think about the rest of 2023, how many projects will be listed or will be using the VoltChain widget on their website. Every single one of those projects, when they have a transaction taking place over VoltChain, will burn Shinu as well as some of their projects. So that's what makes it, such a powerful feature. When it comes to cryptocurrency, utility is the driving force of price action, pushing that price up. Now, also, community can help, trendy types of things, but the number one thing is utility that helps a project thrive. Now we got BTOC and BTOC wallet are live. With Volt being a member of the pancakeswap partner program, this means that in-app Volt buys are now enabled. Here's a guide on how to use it. So you can check this out. I'll retweet it on my page. Follow me at DecemberDeMarco on Twitter, as well as Instagram to stay, tapped into everything we got going on. So shout out to Crypto Latina. Also, shout out to Hinnock. We would, not be anywhere near as far as we would without all these great content creators, constantly informing everybody about what's going on with Shinu. Shout out to Jake, another one of them. Ladybug as well, believes crypto as well. Salute to all those Volted Army members. Vatoshi says, happy to announce that Glee has listed VoltChain as a widget. We got Tiger Moon using the VoltChain widget back to back. Lunagiz, I believe this is called Lunagen, using the VoltChain widget. Shout out to Crypto Che as well. Said not all investors' eyeballs are on Twitter. It's important to vote them at every angle. And he has a point there. Not everyone that is going to come into contact with Shinu is going to be on Twitter. And not every investor that's invested in Shinu is on Twitter. So, we want to be where the people are. We want to be in the streets. We want to be, in traffic where you see right here, we got the city bus, we got the Volted truck, the Volted Tesla, our ads on decentralized exchange sites like Dex Tools. We got carriers, delivery people, Fulton in the back of their, advertising space on their mopeds. We just want to be everywhere that we could possibly be. Also, we got Zertam says we are integrating Volt ecosystem into Zertam's trivia sessions to help educate the masses on their new utility, VoltEco and VoltCar. We will also be implementing VoltChain into our website. So, more and more projects, using that utility. This is what we talked about. This is how a project grows, providing something useful to the crypto space. So, good to see that. And then now, talking more about this hack that took place. One of the top 25 Shinu whales was holding a bag of around $800,000 at the current prices, I believe. And when we are sitting at that $100 million market cap level, his bag was worth over $1 million. He was hacked basically by, in short, what I took from Pablo's stream was he was using Telegram. He had all his information public on there. I'm not sure if he must have mentioned how much of a bag he had, which, turned the scammers onto him, or made them, interested in trying to, target him. And he must have mentioned it. And somehow they went and looked at his account features, was somehow able to gain his phone number, and they called him. And by him accepting this phone call, it somehow gave them access to duplicate his SIM card and basically replicate everything that was on his phone, including his wallets, including his, seed phrases and all the information that would be needed to hack his account. And hackers began to sell off, multiples of Ethereum at a time, liquidating his wallet. And One of the ways we know this was a hack is because this individual started to send these funds all to different wallets in order to be cashed out, paying that extra tax on that on each of those transactions versus just doing one swift transaction and getting it all over with. So I want y'all to be careful. Understand that you want to use a cold wallet, cold storage. You want to store your crypto not just on your phone. You want to have an actual physical device like a ledger or a treasure wallet where you can move your crypto to and make sure that it is safe and nobody has the ability to withdraw your funds. So just be careful. Remember, it's not your keys, not your crypto. Also remember, don't click on any links. Be careful for anyone pretending to help you, walk you through anything when it comes to your crypto. Just avoid everything. Now, Satoshi also says, as some of you probably know, one of our top 25 whale got hacked through a phone call overnight. 571 billion volt were stolen and sold on the chart. Please be safe and make sure you're using cold wallet as soon as possible. This the only safe way to hold crypto. So keep that in mind. Now we got an image here of the chart, what it looked like. We can see the dip that was that occurred here, and you can see majority of that dip bought back up. So it's good to see Volt Army bullish even after something that major. You gotta already think, we already are seeing the crypto market take a big hit right now. So to get a sale like that on the chart, it could be really damaging. But like Pablo says here, the Volt Army is built different. So salute to everybody that bought that dip, taking advantage of the opportunity in the chart. We just seen people paying in the 1600s for Volt, now being able to get it almost at a 50% discount when they pulled all the way back. That was an absolute steal. So congrats to those who got that dip. Shout out to Hinak as well. We got BSC News talking more about VoltEco. Again, check out my VoltEco video if you want to see the full breakdown. And then this was dope right here, no pun intended. But shout out to Space Chick says, I think it would have been a marketing opportunity missed to not inform people about VoltChange during the Mile High Fest. 40,000 attendees, let it burn. So that's dope right there. Seeing her promote amongst the people that are likely to be in tune with this type of culture. So shout out to her on that. Also shout out to Jake. Let's see what else we got here. Another option to buy Volt that aims to make it even more accessible to people new to crypto. We have integrated Ember checkout into our website so that now you can buy Volt from the website from fiat. So now you can get it directly using your fiat on the Volt website. That's a major utility. Shout out to Ember checkout for creating this utility. Now you can take your debit card, go straight to the VoltEnu website and be able to buy some VoltEnu. Powerful. Making this as easy and accessible as possible for new investors is what we really want to do. So Volta2 announced Dino LFG token has integrated the Volti card. This allows Dino holders to spend their tokens on real world purchases by topping up their virtual or physical Volti card with it. This is amazing. So we knew that you can use some of these stable coins to sell to shop with basically, and it'll convert automatically for you. But I had no clue that Votoshi was going to be integrated where other projects that rock with the VoltEnu ecosystem can do this as well. This is crazy to be able to provide this type of utility to anybody who wants it, that wants to kind of integrate into the VoltEnu ecosystem. So shout out to Dino LFG, shout out to Votoshi for creating that. That's a very powerful utility right there. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so VoltEco launched in 3 weeks. We got about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks left for that. So y'all be prepared, stay tuned. Let's check out what we got Volt on the chart looking like right now at that 1164 level. So we can see where it pulled back, price still down, fairly from where we're sitting at that 11 level right now. Right before that drop, we were sitting at that almost 1900 points per coin level, around there. So almost a 50% pullback. It looks like around 40 something percent. We seen the price pull all the way down to the 825 level. Yeah, that 825 level, and immediately bought up right back up to that 14 level. And now we see the price sitting at 1164. So right now the price sitting right along this lower Bollinger Band, which is a good buying price to get in at, but it is a little lower than that 200-day moving average. But I think the Volt Arm is going to be so bullish that this dip will be bought up. So obviously this is a discount if you want to look at it that way. If you believe in VoltEnu for the long term, we got a 5% discount on the day. Usually we don't get these prices in Volt, not too often. So, it would be wise if you believe in VoltEnu to, accumulate some on this dip. I'm not saying you got to throw the house at it, but you want to, dollar cost average a little bit at this position. But also remember, the overall market conditions are not good yet, so the prices can continue to fall. But we got the RSI at a 33 right now, tells us that vochain was still oversold. MACD far underneath the signal line tells us still a lot of upside to go. So keep that in mind. That's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are